Going on with everybody out there, man? How everybody doing on this beautiful Monday morning or morning, day, night, whenever you watching this, you know. I come to drop some more jewels on y'all. I told y'all, man, I'm coming with this content. I'm coming. I'm dropping it. I'm dropping heat. I'm dropping heat. But no, I kind of wanted to touch on sobriety more, right? And then the reason why I be wanting this, the reason why I talk so much about it now, like I said, when you came from the place where I came from, using drugs was normal, right? Um, being around being around the guys, being around females, whatever, you want to be high, whatever, right? But then it became a time where I started to abuse the drugs, right? And usually you can usually pinpoint where your life took a turn at, right? So I can pinpoint where my life took a turn at, or who was it that made me take a turn, right? And I think about all the friends that I lost, all the close friends getting killed. What they call that, survivor's guilt. I some of my friends is gone that I was with prior to them getting killed, 15 minutes prior, right? So that affected a lot within myself, right? I started I I started to take pills, right, as a way to like take the take the edge off, right? Take so much pressure off of my brain, right? Not knowing the road that I was heading down, right? Escalation. Things escalate. You start off on one drug, and then you look 10 years down the line, you on 5 different drugs, right? And that's kind of how my story went, right? I started off with perks. I ended up moving to Phoenix, and in light of me down there trying to find perks or pills, a motherfucker sold me the 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 blue perk 30s with the fentanyl in there. But little did I know that I was going to become addicted. And the first time I only overdosed once, right? Where they had to use Narcan. I had just got a blue pill from somebody, right? I bought it from them. And I remember, when I remember crushing it down. This in Phoenix. I remember crushing up the blue pill, right? I got my dollar bill rolled up, you know, I, you know, injected in my nose, right? And I go outside and sit on the patio, right? I remember listening to Kodak Black at that time, right? In that moment. 1 minute I was woke. The next thing I know, right? I wake up, my eyes is closed, right? But I'm laying down in something wet. And my breathing is heavy, and I hear these radios. I hear radios, walkie-talkies, right? And I hear people talking. When I finally open my eyes and come to, the wetness that I'm laying in is my own throw up, right? The walkie talkies I hear is the ambulance and the fire truck people there, and they saying, "Oh yeah, he's coming too. He's coming too. Just give him a few more minutes, right?" I'm not knowing nothing was going on. Mind you, I was just woke, and I'm starting to come to. I'm like, "What happened?" They like, "Yeah, you overdosed." I said, "What?" Like, "Yeah, you overdosed." They said they had to hit me with the Narcan twice. Not once, twice, right? You would have thought that a motherfucker would be like, damn, I came close to death. Oh yeah, I'm done. No, no, that ain't how addicts work. And I don't care what the fuck you use, right? And I keep telling people, addiction is not just one thing. Addiction is not just drugs. You could be addicted to many things. You can be, you can have somebody around you that's they are an enabler, right? They aid you in your assist to use drugs, whether they provide money, whether they provide product, whatever, right? But they are an enabler. Some people get used to dealing with you being high, right? But on the flip side of that, some people are only in your life because you are getting high. If you were sober, you would think clearly enough and you would know that these people shouldn't be around you. They not even worthy to be your friends. We talking about some snakes, um, some no good people, some thieves, all of that. But they depend on you getting high so they can be around you and get over on you. Or they they count on you being high and you being out of it for you not to pay attention on what's really going on, right? So when I overdosed, you would have thought a nigga would have been like, man, I'm done. Nope. Continued to use, right? I was probably using an hour after the ambulance and fire people left, right? Because the Narcan makes your body go through withdrawal, right? The Narcan kills the high, all that shit that, you high, it kills all of that, right? And you immediately go into withdrawal. A lot of people, I've heard stories where a lot of people have been revived with Narcan and they wake up and they're mad. They are mad at the ambulance. They mad at the person that called 911. They mad at the person that saved their life. You ask why? Oh, because when you get in high, a motherfucker say, man, you should just let me be. I was high. I was enjoying my high. Why did you call? They would be mad. An addict would be mad that you even called 911. How dare you try to save my life? The nerve, right? But those are the negative and nasty things about being addicted, man. Some days I wake up and I will use just to feel normal. Not, when you use throughout time, you build a tolerance. Your body get used to it. So when you first started doing something, let's say pills or weed, when you first start taking pills, right? Let's say a half a pill will have you there, right? Fast forward 3 months, now it take you 2 pills. The process was faster than that, but I'm just using that for example. Now you're taking 2 pills. Fast forward another 3 months, now you need 5 pills. And not only that, you used to be able to pop them, now you crunching them. Now you sniffing them, right? It's always an escalation. Always, right? And people don't understand, right? An addict, a drug addict is only going to stop when they are ready. That whole time I was using drugs, yeah, family, friends, people have came across, man, leave that shit alone. You better than this. An addict gonna stop when they want to, when they are ready. And sometimes it'll be an eye-opening situation, and sometimes it may not be. But they're going to stop. But even if only if they even make it to that point, they better hope they still alive, right? Man, it's just crazy, man. But like I said, like it got to the point where I can only get out of bed if I was using, how. Then it got to the point, like I said, I'm using just to feel normal, right? I ain't even getting high. I'm taking it just to feel normal, right? And people that's on drugs, they find themselves chasing that first feeling. You say first feeling? Yeah, first feeling. Meaning when they first took that, the first time they took that drug, the feeling that they got, you'll never feel that again. But yet, we chase it. We chase it, right, to get that feeling. You'll never get that feeling how you felt the first time. Never. Like I said, our bodies get hooked on something and addicted. Listen, I thought I never could. I thought I never could get clean like this. I never thought I could stop cold turkey. I'm coming up with excuses for myself. I didn't use yesterday. Oh, I can use today. Oh, I just got some good news. Oh, yeah, this is a celebration. I can use. Oh, my God, how dumb was I? How dumb. And you know what? They have gotten a lot of black kings, queens. And you know what? It's not even a race thing. Don't throw that out the window. Addiction don't have a color, don't have an age. It's people that use once and died. Then you got people that use for 10 years. I'm 37. Majority of my adult life, for the most part, yeah, I've been on drugs heavily. Anybody know me? You know I was on drugs heavily. Every time you see me, I'm dozing off. Heavily, I was on drugs, right? This is the longest I've ever been clean out of my whole life. I look at all the shit that I've done within this month that I've been sober. Exciting. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. And it really puts me in a place of, I start to get depressed, right? Because I start to get depressed only because, like, I think about my son Kyriel not being here. And then I think, like, damn, I should have been stopped. I should have been left that shit alone. I should have been left it alone. It shouldn't have took all of this. But now that I'm clean, it's like the fight still ain't over. It's far from over. Because it's like people that I'm dealing with, it's like now, since I'm thinking clearly, right? Now I see shit for what it is, right? I see people for who they really are. Instead of being high and not paying attention to what day it is. So now I'm sober, and now everybody true colors is showing. A lot of people not even, man, a lot of people ain't even worthy to be in my life. Yeah, not worthy to be in my life. I've thought to myself, damn, what the fuck was I thinking? Or, dang, this person shouldn't even be my friend. Right? It's like now that I'm sober, 30 days, it's like now, it's like I have a new, it's almost like I have a new life, right? Or you get to build your life how you want it, with the people that you want it, right? Negative people, I don't want them. People that whine, I want them around me. Argumentative, I'm not on none of that at all. I'm on nothing but positivity. I'm on nothing but trying to, man, just elevate to new levels, man. I'm trying to accomplish things that I never did. I never worked a job my whole life. Since I've been clean, I've been filling out so many job applications. But the thing is, I have no experience. I don't even have a resume to put together from using, you know. and I know it ain't shit easy. I knew that once I get clean, if that day ever happened, it was going to be hard. I have temptations every day. I go through shit just like everybody else. For instance, the shit I went through yesterday, man, if I was using drugs, that would have been a prime example of a reasoning for me to go run and get high. Right? Oh, a motherfucker lied, like got me worked up, and I feel justified to use. Man, listen, drugs is not for nobody. Nobody. Kids, adults, nobody. Why you think some people, when they do drugs and they throw up? When you throw up, that's your body communicating with you, letting you know something's in here that's not supposed to be in here. Or this amount of something shouldn't be in here. Right? I don't think I'm better than nobody. I'm not, right? I'm better than the person I used to be. I'm better than the people that I was dealing with only because I was high. Now that I'm sober, it's kind of like, damn, why was I dealing with them? Shit, even in my own kids, right? Me being high for so many years, 10 plus years, it led me to not pay attention to my own kids, right? To overlook so much shit, right? To not even raise them because I'm too busy high and I'm too lazy to say something. So now that I'm sober, so much like how they really are is how they really act every day is showing me, right? And I'm like, damn, you know you're not supposed to do that. You know you smarter than that. And then it makes sense. Like, you know, when I was a kid, if my mom or dad wasn't paying attention, I try to get away with something too. Sometimes, you know, and sometimes it be the cycle. We caught up in the cycle. My dad used drugs. My mom never used drugs. You know, but my my drug addiction is a direct effect. I mean, is a direct consequence of grief on different levels, different people. 4 days before my son died, my grandma died, my mom's mom, and my mom was taking care of her. And we had just went to my mom's house to visit my grandma and my mom. Me, my son, and my other son, Avion. We get a call the next day. My grandma died. Okay, I'm talking to my sons about the funeral. We are, you know, they planning it with me. They like, oh yeah, we, you know, Kyrie like, yeah, we getting our hair did. You know, we gonna get our hair did. You know, it's sad that you know your grandma passed, and that's you know that's his great grandma. And then my son passed from an asthma attack. I tell people it don't get no worse than that. It just don't, right? And I'm lighting this blunt right now because when I talk about my son that passed, that's, man, that is the single-handedly one thing that breaks me down to my core. Grief is associated with addiction. The two go hand in hand. The two go hand in hand. Addiction and grief. They go hand in hand. When you're dealing with grief, sometimes the only way to deal with it is addiction. It's drugs, right? That's the only way. It's drugs. All that do is put a temporarily band-aid over it. You're not taking care of nothing. You're not dealing with nothing. When your high go down, you're gonna be left to deal with them problems still. And it might be worse. It might be worse. You know, and you know, everybody would like to think that they strong enough not to be on drugs. Shit, I know people got hooked on drugs on accident. You know, like that wasn't they, you know, intentions, and now they hooked. Like shit is crazy, right? But you know, this road to sobriety, man, I love it. I can never see myself going back. One thing too, I'm never embarrassed, man. Some Listen, the shit that I see people in their late 30s still going out every day drinking, and they got kids at home. They got it. Like some people need to get their priorities in straight, but I'm nobody to judge anyone, right? Anyone. I'm just saying. What you say? I know you like to think you don't stink, but you get a little closer and you see smells like boo ooh ooh ooh. Yeah, roses really smell like boo ooh ooh ooh. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Motherfucker, motherfucker shit ain't clean. People try to act like they perfect, and you know everybody go through shit. It's just I'm man enough to admit it, and I don't care what a motherfucker think, cause a motherfucker don't put money in my pocket. A motherfucker don't put that roof over my head. The man above does. God does. I give my glory to God. I give thanks to God. Yeah, other stuff played a part, but I give thanks to God. I serve an awesome God. And yeah, like I always say, yeah, I still smoke weed. Weed was not my let's see. Weed was not my downfall, right? I've been smoking forever. Weed ain't the reason for none of this shit. It's the other shit that I was doing, right? Weed is the man. Listen, I clean up every day, a few times a day. That's because of the weed, right? That's the only thing in my system is weed, THC. That has that has never happened in my adult life unless I was in jail. I don't think people understand when I say that. Like this is the longest I've been clean. So I have much more to lose than anybody, right? I have way much more to lose. And really, I'm really just trying to be happy, man. I'm trying to spread awareness on drug abuse. You know, man, just it's so many times. Just being addicted to drugs, it stops you from being able to live. So many times I laid up in bed, sick and hurting, and couldn't even leave the bed. And if I did leave the bed, I had to go to the bathroom. I got the runs. I'm throwing up from being addicted to these drugs that we don't know what the fuck is in these. Man, I encourage anybody that's on drugs, right? Anybody, if you need help, man, let me know. I will help you as much as I can. Get off them drugs, man. That is nothing but bad chemicals in that shit, man. And your body being hooked to being addicted to that, like when you don't have it in your system, you know, withdrawal, motherfuckers. It's people that have killed people because they was going through withdrawal. They were going through withdrawal. Like that shit is real. Going through that withdrawal shit. Some people will die to come up with their money to be able to use for their next hit. Drugs is a hell of a drug. And like I said, man, you can be addicted to many things. Addiction is not just drugs. Yeah, some people probably is addicted to weed. You could be addicted to food. You could be addicted to lean. You could be, man, we be addicted to so much harmful shit. So much. And I keep trying to tell people like addiction comes in more than just the drug form. Some people are stronger than others, you know, to shake a habit, some not. You know, all because you're not strong enough, that don't make you less than a person or less than a woman. Man, we are all humans, man. We all go through shit. And that's why people be so afraid to reach out for help because motherfuckers be talking bad about them or just telling their business, man. We got to do better than that, man. We got to learn how to be there for one another, man. We just got to. This if this where we have came as a whole, the future has no chance. No chance at all. That's why it's a disconnection from the youth and the big homies on the block or the OGs. It's a disconnection. The YNs, the young niggas, they feel like, well, the old heads ain't do nothing for us. They didn't put us on. All them niggas did was stand outside a liquor store asking for change. Or this nigga, or he used to have it. It's a disconnection, right? The OGs, man, we supposed to be putting life into these kids, man. Putting motivation. They should be seeing what we're doing right now and being able to, oh yeah, big homie doing this. We need to be putting them in a position where they can win. Man, anybody need my help, anybody want to start their content, man, let me know. I'm willing to help. I don't charge nothing. I don't want nothing. I tell people if you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. It's that simple. People, you got rappers rapping about shit that they don't even do, let alone they wouldn't even let their son do it. That shit is so diabolical and crazy, bro. Because people hear music and hear this shit in songs and they think that these rappers doing it. And they think, oh, I'm finna do it too. When that ain't even the case. Songs now is getting kids addicted. Nowadays, kids are taking drugs solely because they heard it on a song. They heard it in a song with Juice WRLD or with Future. That's, man, it used to be back in the day, back in my day, you didn't hear it in songs. You didn't hear it in songs. Back in the day, the only way you came across that shit if you came across a friend or somebody particular and they had the shit. Hey, I got some woo woo. Oh shit, let me try one. Or they, you want to try this? It wasn't. Listen, just like with Drake, back in my time, motherfucker be sitting on Drake in their refrigerator for a month. Hey, y'all got this. I've been having it for a couple weeks. Oh yeah, let me get that. Nowadays, motherfuckers is thirsty. Motherfuckers willing to put their life on the line for a couple lines of drink, for a few ounces of weed, man. That shit ain't worth no. Now listen, it ain't worth your life, man. If you in your 30s, if you in your 30s and you got kids and you got a girl, you should not be in the streets, man. Listen, think about this. When you were growing up, all of the people, just think about all the people that you looked up to that was selling drugs, right? Think about where are they now. Think about where their life went. Because I can tell you right now, all the ones that I know, they either dead, in jail, or living a regular fucking life. Nobody sailed off into the sunset on a gold horse. No one. Shit, a lot of them went to jail. A lot of them got killed. So I try to tell people, man, it's been proven to us. It has showed us. So therefore, if it showed us that it ain't no winning in this shit, man, walk away from this shit. I remember one time I told my little brother to walk away. I said, bro, we don't know nobody that walked away from this shit and they straight now. I told my little brother to walk away from it. You know what he told me? It sounds like I'm hating on him. It sounds like I'm hating on you, my little brother, because I caught on to this shit, and I'm telling you that nobody walks away from it. Motherfuckers say, "Oh, I'm a hustle till I get to this." Nobody ever does it. Yeah, everybody say it. Everybody have a goal. But guess what? It's addictive. You can't just walk away from it. You can't just, all right, I made my 100 G's, or I made my million. I'm finna walk away. It don't work that way. Sorry. Try again. But a motherfucker said that. It sounded like I was hating on him. Cause I care about my brother enough to tell him, bro, walk away. I'm telling you now, no one ever walks away. No one. So while you had a chance to, walk away. Because motherfuckers end up getting killed before they get a chance to walk away. When you're in your 30s, man, you should be at home with your family every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Shouldn't be riding around in no cars full of niggas. That's a motherfucking sausage party. I wish I would ride around a car full of niggas. This is a sausage party. I'm good. Hell no. I'm good, bro. And I'm grown. I got my own shit. Why I want to ride in a car full of niggas and I got my own shit? I ain't coming second to none, so I ain't finna be sitting in no back seat. That's the case. Or motherfucker be like, oh, come by my crib, but why you don't come? Listen, why would I go by your house to do the same shit that I can do at my house, but better? Why would I go to your house when I can stay at my house and be comfortable. It's just dumb. And then motherfuckers think that you don't fuck with them because you don't want to go by their house or you don't want to kick it with them. Like, man, all because I don't pick up my phone, that don't mean we into it. That don't mean I hate you. It just means I don't want to pick up my phone. You know, listen, I lost a son. So it's times I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk on the phone. But motherfuckers I think that it's something, it's some static between us because I don't pick up. Or motherfuckers say I don't call and check on them. Why should I have to call and check on you? I lost my son. Why motherfucker ain't calling and check on me? And if I don't pick up my phone, and this a whole separate person. And if I don't pick up my phone on this day or the next day, maybe because I don't want to talk. Man, there's some days, man, my son be on my heart heavy. He just be on my heart heavy, man. Some days I don't want to move. I don't want to get out of bed. Damn sure I don't want to talk. You telling me I ain't got that right? The smartest thing a man could do is to think for himself. That's the smartest thing a man could do is to think for himself. God blesses man with his own. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, man. I ain't want to run all that too much time, but you know, I hope this message reach a lot of people, man, and I hope a lot of people can use this as a stepping stone, as advice, you know, for the shit that I go through. And the fight ain't even over. It's far from over. But I'm ready. I'm in this shit for the long haul. I swear to God I am. Like I said, I don't care if I get 1 view or 100. You gonna get content every day from me. And like I said, it's motherfuckers that sit up there and see me every day. They in my town, right? They won't like a stat. They won't comment. They won't share. But they'll go tell Beyonce happy birthday. Bro, that is crazy. And what's crazy, I comment on people's stuff. I like their stuff. Man, it just, some people don't want to see you prosper. And that's cool. Because like I said yesterday, all the people that put you last, right? You always be the first that they call. But your glow up is coming. Your glow up is coming. I'm gonna just leave you with this. Your glow up coming. And when it comes, please, everybody that stood on their decision, everybody that pulled off and left you, make sure that they don't hit no U-turn. Make sure they can't come back. Please make sure that they stay over there. Because you're going to stay over here and print this money. May y'all have a nice day. Peace.